Yo, what is up, YouTube? This is Lousy Gamer 6, and whoa, what was that? All right, we gotta do this again. Yo, what is up, YouTube? This is Lousy Gamer 6 with another vid. Wow, I am very rusty. That's what happens when you're gone for a while. But anyways, I know it's been a long time. I was supposed to be on that everyday grind, but man, a lot of things has been going on with my life, you know. So it was hard to be on that everyday grind, but you know, like, I know I gotta get on it. I'm to be honest, I'm probably not gonna be posting every day. I actually skip. If you can't tell, you're probably wondering what the F. How did you go from being in a city to being like in a freaking dungeon or whatever this thing is, forest with a huge elephant that's level 30 something? Weren't you just level 20 something? Lousy Gamer 6? Yes, I was. So I just actually kept playing the game, and I was like, man, you know, there's a lot of BS I gotta go through in this game. There's a lot of quests and all of that. So I'm like, hey, let's just skip straight to the end. So I just kept playing the game and got to the end. Ooh, don't run now. Don't run now. Don't run now. Do not run now. Look at this. It's over. But yeah, so yeah, things in my life. I just want to do a little story time. You know, you guys can listen or not listen. But actually, let this play out.
Face your judgment.
They went too far in Siwa. I knew it then. But I just wanted peace for Egypt.
Your peace leaves many wanting.
This is inevitable. A good rule always does. My apologies, Bayek of Siwa. My fee is covered, it seems. Now may I go to my glory.
There is no glory left in Egypt.
The damned eunuch is no more. Good. The speculatores found Septimius. He is in
And
the
cool
village
thing
beyond.
about the ending of this game is Julius Caesar is in there. I don't know if you guys know about Julius Caesar or if you learned about him in school, but you know, he had a, let's say, a very interesting death. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to do like a little story time, just, you know, about everything about my life, you know, which has been pretty hard, super hard. You know, this is probably like the toughest my life has been. You know, if you guys, I think I mentioned it, but I'm in college, so you know, I already got college to deal with and all personal problems, and it's like everything wants to hit me at once. Like everything, you know, and it's like I'm making no sense at times, but it's like everything wants to hit me at once. Starting off with just school and work in general, you know, like I'm going to class every day and doing all this, but then I realized, like, man, what these professors are teaching me, it's not really current sometimes, you know. When I think about it, I had a marketing class. This guy is teaching me about TV ads and all of that, and I'm like, huh, what about like social media? This guy did not mention social media advertisement or social media in general. Like, he probably, of course, like skimmed over it, but he did not really mention it. And I'm like, TV ads? I mean, nobody really watches TV anymore, so why is this like a thing? You know what I mean? Like, this is not current stuff. So basically, school is becoming a drag because I'm realizing, like, come on, man, let me get this. Oh, wow, did I miss? All right, boom. So school's becoming
That
like a
all your
drag,
fury, Medjay?
cause it's like,
No
man,
wonder
like
it's
I'm
so
here for
easy to take your
not for
country.
no reason, but just
Keep talking,
cause
dog. You will find my fury soon.
the way the like, I guess I have a different mindset. You know, I want to be somewhere else in my life, and these teachers or professors, like whatever they're teaching, is super outdated. Super outdated. Like TV ads, what? You know, and that was just like a little example, but you know, I'm probably not making no kind of sense, but you know, it's just like school when you like realize like, oh man, what the F am I doing here type of thing, you know? Like, am I really wasting my time in school? You know, of course I'm not wasting my time because, you know, knowledge is power. But, like,
Take
is
you.
it worth spending all this money, you know, like, to learn some marketing techniques when it's super
You will
outdated?
face judgment,
You know, they act like
Septimius.
they know everything, kind of, but it's like, yeah, no, bro, no.
Give up now.
But
I will claim you
anyways,
die a
that
hero
that was just the
and not
school
a
part,
traitor.
you know. Everything else has just been it's just everything's been crashing down on my life.
Stay
Yeah,
down.
you know, I'm actually a junior in college right now, and it's like I'm just like getting like a little
You call
midlife
this an
crisis
attack?
here, you know, even though I'm not an old guy, you know. I'm in my early 20s, very early 20s. But it's like, ooh, it's over. It's over for me. But I'm just getting like a midlife crisis. I'm like, man, I don't want to waste my time, you know? Like, you know, I know your 20s is supposed to be the time where you're like basically figuring things out, and that's what I'm trying to do,
Stop by
but also I don't want to waste my time.
Septimius is Roman.
That's a big thing. I don't
We will
want to
deal with
waste
him
it.
under
Like
our laws.
I just want to have my times calculated and do things that's gonna benefit me or that's
They
gonna
killed
make me
my
learn,
son!
you know? And it's like hard to explain, but one thing I want to say is, man, all we really have, oh, not all we really have, what really is important is time. Think about it. You need time to do anything or everything. That's true. If you have no time, you can't do anything. What can you do? You need time to go to school. You need time to go to the gym. You need time to, I don't know, hang out with friends, socialize, time to work. You know, you go to work and you got to put in a time. You know, you're there from 8 to 4, whatever it is, you know, everything you need time. That's what's most valuable. That should be most valuable to anybody, aside from
Pharaoh is
family
dead!
and all the other stuff. But like, your time is very important. And that's why I'm mad at my life. I'm like, man, my time is very important. Am I wasting it? Am I putting time to something I don't need to be putting time to? Like school, you know? Do I really need to put how many hours of like what 10 plus hours in classes a week just for what? You know, is it really gonna benefit me in the long haul towards something I want to do? Am I gonna use my degree, quote unquote? You know, because obviously I'm a business major. If you're a doctor, well, you know you have to do all of this stuff. You have to go to school. You have to get certified and stuff like that. It's a must. You know, like I don't want to go to a doctor who didn't go to college. I don't care how much knowledge you got. If you don't got that college degree or if you don't got some certification, you know. But like for a business major, I want to start my own business, and it's like I'm in business school,
for which we
but
have
are they
worked for so
teaching me the
long
right things?
is now
Is everything
ours.
outdated? I got
We
these
have
50-year-old
defeated
teachers
our enemies.
teaching me about techniques
Only I
from like the
can lead Egypt
early
into
2000s.
a new era
In the
of
early 2000s, like
prosperity.
I could barely talk. I could barely talk. And they're teaching me techniques about the early 2000s, like everyone's still wearing baggy jeans and stuff. Like, no, no, that's not the case. You know, of course, there's some classes that I've had that's been pretty, pretty cool. You know, like pretty, like, you know, some classes that's helped. But I want to say 80% of them, it's like, yeah, man, y'all making me take these business classes just for what? You know, well, why do I have to take I don't know. Why do I have to take a lit class? You know, why do I have to take 3 of these classes? 3 freaking writing classes. Hmm. I mean, yeah, all right, let me take intro to lit. But boom, I gotta take intro to lit. I gotta take comp 1. I gotta take comp 2. Why?
So you
I'm
stand
not a
with
writer.
Septimius now, and we
You
are
feel
back
me?
from the
I
palace.
think
I do not
intro to
grudge the
lit would
venom
have
in your
been
eyes, but
cool,
listen for a
or
moment.
just comp 1 cool.
You will find yourself
Like,
with
you
the
know,
wrong
just
end
give
of
me
my blade.
just throw in just one of those in there.
Service is on
But it
a
got
roll
me
when you
wasting
visit.
time, wasting money,
Cleopatra
especially
has
my
granted you
comp
gold.
teacher was
I am sorry,
trash.
Aya.
That's even the worst thing.
gave
When like
her
the teacher
everything.
isn't even
We gave her
passionate
that damn
about
crown,
what they're
and she stands
teaching.
next to him.
You know, like
Where is justice
I
for
mean, I'll go
us?
to my classes, you know,
Septimius was
like
supposed to be
marketing or
judged by
whatever,
Rome.
and the
The
teacher's
Caesar protecting the order.
passionate
Promises
about
to
what
make a
they're
queen of
teaching.
Cleopatra.
The
Even
man
though it's, I
who
feel like
killed
it's
our son
outdated,
is your ally.
but you know, that's just my
We're going to
opinion.
do whatever
You know,
it takes to
obviously
kill
I
you.
don't know
You realize?
anything or everything, but my comp teacher, man,
Oh, Caesar
that guy
blames
was
you for the death of
ridiculous.
Ptolemy.
Man,
If
not
I were
passionate
God by
about
a
it, and I don't want to
precarious
slam teachers. That's not
Damned
what I
what
want to
Caesar
do.
thinks.
But like, you
It is
could
with
tell he
Cleopatra
just
that I
like,
made the
you know, it was
pact.
just
Me time,
nonchalant.
Aya.
Like it was like, hey
And where
guys,
is
you
this
know,
for
like
us?
do this, do that.
Until then,
But like, did I really
Ego,
learn
be careful. Not
like how to
everything is as
write?
it seems.
Did I really learn about writing? No. You know semicolons? I don't even know where a semicolon goes. Like I be seeing people use semicolons lately in the business world. Not even the business world. Well, yeah, just the business world. Older people, and I'm like, why? What the f is a comma with a
With all
period
my
on
words,
top?
I have nothing
How
to say
can you
now.
possibly
Cleopatra has
use
been
that
poisoned by Rome,
in
and
a
we, by her
sentence?
treachery, we will burn with Egypt.
The order
Yeah,
is
that's.
stronger
I
now.
mean, that's just
They
a
have
few of my
Rome.
thoughts. You know, like just thinking about time, and you know, I don't
Hold
want to
on.
waste time.
I was wrong.
You know, like, and I just been going through a
I'm
lot these
responsible.
past month. You know, that's why I haven't been posting and stuff like that. But you know,
my
we
boy
back. You
died.
know, I'm gonna try to at least crank out
I fought
a
back
video a
with
week.
rage
We're finishing up this
and
game right
anger.
here, as you can tell.
But this only made them
Big
stronger.
Bayek is getting into it. But
We are
yeah,
all
we're finishing
different,
up this game.
but we fought
I think
together
after this
to put
video,
Cleopatra on the
I
throne.
have to do, because I already
Now,
beat
this
the
was
whole
a
game,
mistake,
so I already
my
know how it
friends.
ended. So after this
But at
video,
least
I'm
it brought
currently
us
editing
together.
the other video. So after I edit that
Now
video,
our enemies are
then
hidden
I think I
behind
have one more
crowns,
video. So 2 more videos after
walking
this,
in
and
the
then it's the
shadows
end
of
of the
kings and
game.
queens. Who are the ones
You know,
that walk in the shadows
personally,
of the people?
I don't know if I was a fan of how the
Yeah.
game ended, but who am
Something
I,
has come of all
you
of
know,
this.
to be like,
And it
oh, I
starts
don't like how this
right
game
now.
ended. I mean, it was cool,
We must
but I was
continue
like,
the fight and
it was
defend the
interesting.
free will
It was
of the
interesting.
people. And no
But
matter
yeah,
how
so
small,
anyways,
our
back to
brotherhood is the
my
only
life.
hope. And our
How things
kingdom
been hard,
needs no
and I'm
crowns.
all over the place.
But we
But
believe
yeah, you know, things just been
our
hard and stuff like
values,
that.
our
You know,
creed
it's like
unify us.
realizing that nobody.
And I promise.
It's hard for people to understand you.
songs of
I feel like
Egypt,
I'm a creative, right? You
I will
know,
be the
it's
father
like I'm
I
just
was not
ranting
that
right
day
now,
in
making no
Siwa.
sense. But I feel like I'm a creative. And honestly, creative people
To the
are
brotherhood.
kind of crazy in a sense. Like in a sense, you know, like creative people
You're
are,
right.
you know, like there's a lot going on in a creative
I
person's
trusted the
head.
wrong goddess.
Whether you're making YouTube videos,
There's a
writing,
question,
directing,
Your Highness.
acting, singing,
Septimius.
you know,
He took
even
Alexander's
running a
staff.
business, like running a business, running a
Did.
brand, whatever it is.
Cleopas had too much
Then there's a
interest in
lot that goes
Alexander's
into a creative's mind
We start there.
that's, you know, that makes them a little bit crazy because they just see certain things a little different than other people, you know. And then that's what I'm learning. I mean, I already knew that, but realizing it even more, because you know, sometimes I feel like I do not make no kind of sense, and I'm like,
Yes. We
but
will
it
not
makes
falter
sense
there.
in my head. It makes sense in my head. I see this, I see that, but nobody else will understand it, you know. And not to like, you know, compare myself or anything like that. I'm not doing comparisons, but just like, you know, just to think of Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was considered crazy. He was considered
Heavily
asshole.
fortified. Behave, my love.
You know what I mean? Like he even got kicked out his own company. But wasn't he a creative genius?
Polydorus.
But I'm pretty sure
must move
everybody,
quickly.
like what, 80% of people, I read this somewhere, 80 to
At
90%
least we belong here.
has an Apple product in their home.
Someone who can cure.
Like I think in the US or in the world, it's probably the US. Probably the US, 80 to 90%. Or maybe the world, I don't know, but it's a high percentage that people have at least one Apple product in their home. Whether it's a phone, an iPad, headphones, Apple headphones, whatever else is Apple has. Like, you know, Beats are owned by Apple now, so like 80 to 90% of people have Apple products. But guess what? Steve Jobs was a crazy ass person, bro. He was crazy. Like, you know, he was like super. He was like, let's say the nice word. He was mean. You know, he was a mean guy. Cause like I mean, from documentaries and watching videos, man, I see that this man used to yell a lot. This man used to go ham on his employees. You know, he used to go ham. He even had a kid, right? I don't know if y'all know about this. Hopefully I don't mess up this story. He had a kid, or he got a girl pregnant. So he got this girl pregnant, and the girl came up to him. He was like, "Hey, Steve, this is the honey is in the bun. You know, this thing that's in my stomach, the seed it's growing, and you planted that seed, Steve." Steve was like, "Man, B-word, get the F out my face. That thing ain't mine." Well, Steve, you're the only one I was with, you know? I mean, actually have never been with anybody else, you know? Like, it can't be anybody else's, Steve.
The animals too.
Man, get out of here. That thing can't be mine. And I think Steve went as far as taking it to court to say that the baby wasn't his.
Long before now. Let us get
And
to
I'm
the
pretty
boat.
sure the baby was. Like, I should have done some research to give more clarification, but all I know is that this man went to court. Maybe the baby wasn't his, but from what I think I've read, this is from stuff I've read and videos I've watched, I think the baby was his. But that man was just, you know, crazy. Like, he was crazy. He was a creative genius. And, like, nobody would understand him. Like, people were probably thinking, like, man, this guy crazy as heck. Like, what's up with this guy? Whose mans is this? Huh? Whose mans? But guess what? People appreciated him when they saw the results. That's the thing. When people saw, oh man, Apple is taking over the world. Steve is helping Apple take over the world, you know, like, and stuff like that. And even when Steve got kicked out of Apple, he ended up he invested in Pixar. So like the Toy Story series with like Andy and Buzz Lightyear, I think he like funded it. Well, he invested in it, or maybe he created it. Wow. All right, I need to do research before I do these videos, but I'm just like ranting right now. But he, I think, like created it or heavily invested in Pixar. So, you know, he got kicked out of his freaking company that he created, and then he was like, you know what, F it, I'm gonna go make something of myself somewhere else. And he ended up, you know, going to Pixar or creating Pixar, whatever it was, and Pixar became freaking huge. You know, got all these movies, especially like Toy Story.
Whoa.
Toy Story, that's a huge movie, and that was like Pixar and stuff like that. So without Steve, we wouldn't have that. But basically, you know, this man was crazy. Like, this man was really, really crazy. But people appreciated it. I'm pretty sure people didn't appreciate it at first, so that's the thing. I'm pretty sure people was like, oh man, this man Steve crazy as heck. Like, I can't mess with Steve. But then when they saw the results, they're like, oh, this man might be crazy, but he's onto something. He's onto something. And I feel like that's where I'm at as a creative. You know, like it's hard for me, you know, to all the creatives out there. Sometimes it's hard to explain our thoughts. Sometimes it's hard to explain our thoughts, and people won't understand. you know, like a lot of people just won't understand, you know, even other creatives probably won't understand another creative's thoughts. Like it's just like people just won't understand. And that's okay, you know. Nobody's in your head, so nobody can really, you know, understand what you're thinking of. Like that's the thing. You know, you can't be mad. You know, I used to get mad when people didn't understand. I'm like, man, I'm making complete sense. How can you not understand the creative juices that's flowing right now? You don't understand this? Huh? You know, and me being like that, you know, harmed a lot of my relationships. It did honestly harmed a lot of my relationships, even my own relationship. But like as a creative, like, you know, I got to a point where I was like, okay, you know, not everybody is gonna understand me. Not everybody's gonna understand my thoughts, and sometimes I can't explain them. You know, sometimes I can't explain my thoughts, but not everybody's gonna be able to understand them. Like not everybody's gonna be able to understand them. You know, like all the creative things I personally think, you know, I be trying to do, you know, go through whatever it is with yada yada. I'm like, man, you know, trying to explain it to someone, it's like I'm speaking gibberish. Like, bro, what are you talking about? You're not making no kind of sense. I'm like, what? What do you mean you're not making no kind of sense? Yo, bro, you're not making no kind of sense. I'm like it's hard for me to explain it, you know. It's like there's this thing in my head, you know, and I see it. It's like I see a vision. It's a thing in my head, and like probably, you know, a lot of people, they feel some kind of way, some kind of passion towards something, you know, where it's like they see it in their head. People can't understand it. People can't get a grasp of it. That's how it was with Steve Jobs. Ooh. Are they adding technology to this right now? But people can't understand it at first because it's like, you know, like, what are you talking about?
The gods themselves.
You know, and I was at the point where I'm like trying to like express my creative sides and stuff, and people are like, yeah, I feel you. But do you really though? Do you really? You don't. You don't. No, you don't. So I was basically thinking like, man, you know, I came to a realization like, hey, these thoughts, these things that I consider creative, quote unquote, you know, like these things that I want to do with videos, with everything, fashion, business, whatever it is. It's like, you know, not everybody's gonna understand or buy into it. Whoa, no, they killed my dog? They killed my dog? No! Why?
Go ahead, Bayek.
Why?
I'm with you.
Hepzibah,
I knew nothing of the order.
I will avenge
No
you.
cause for him to
I
be
will
killed.
avenge you.
Flavius
Oh,
ripped
my
out his heart
mama.
as a message to me. It was he who killed
Wow.
him.
My
Crazy,
husband.
I've been talking this whole video
will end
and I
this.
did not notice why they killed Hepzibah. That's messed up, man. All right, this guy literally gotta die. He killed my son. Well, technically, I killed my son. But he killed my son. Now Hepzibah? All right. It's time to, it's about to go down. But anyways, yeah, I just came to the realization that, hey, like, you know, my creative thoughts and stuff, people won't understand it, you know, wherever it is, you know, loved ones, friends, whatever, they just won't understand it. They won't grasp it. It's like, okay, bro, what are you talking about?
The Roman leaders
And coming to that realization,
Septimius and
I was like, okay, I can't get mad at people that understand my thoughts, you know, like,
tried to stop them.
I just can't because it's just my thoughts. Wow, Hepzibah, you let that man just hit you with that one swing, that one twirl.
They entered the vault.
Thought you better than
Fire
that.
seemed to emerge.
But yeah, like, you know,
I fled to
just
no
I can't. I'm not mad at anybody who
The
don't,
entire
you know, understand my thoughts,
lost its
or
reason and fell to
anybody
the ground
who's
like
creative and feel like, you know, they're alone. Like, hey, how come people don't understand me? It's okay. Nobody's gonna really understand you and your creativeness.
You have the
Some
prayers
people
of
will,
the
like if you're an
entire
artist and you
support
can really draw,
Let us bring Hepzibah to his
you know,
rest.
like people will be like, oh man, you're a great artist. But if there's like a deeper meaning to what you're drawing, or this and that. Sometimes people is like, man, what are you talking about? Like, you just drew a tree or something like that, or you just, you know, made a short film or short cartoon film, but like there was a deeper meaning to it, and people just don't understand it. They don't have the grasp of it. And I just want to say, creatives, it's okay. Not everybody's gonna understand what's going on at the moment, but you know what they will understand? They will understand the results. And as in that, I'm not saying like they're gonna be like, oh, I understand everything he was doing now. You know, like everything he was doing, oh, it's clear to me. No, they're gonna see the results. Because there's gonna be somebody in the world that's gonna buy into you, to your creativeness, to whatever you're creating. And they're gonna see it and they're gonna be like, wow, dang, maybe Brittany wasn't so crazy after all. Maybe Matthew creating these short little cartoons, or Matthew, you know, making this aglet business, aglets from Phineas and Ferbs, if you guys know, you know, aglet business, whatever it is, you know, people who think your idea was crazy, they're gonna be like, man, maybe he wasn't crazy. Like there's people buying into this. Like maybe he's not crazy. Man, he's like successful. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. People will realize when they see the success, some form of success. And that's where I came to the realization. I'm like, not everybody will understand my thoughts, my creativeness and stuff like that, my plans. But when they see the success, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like, huh, wow, Lousy Gamer 6. You know, like when they see it, they'll come to some kind of realization like, okay, maybe this man wasn't all that crazy. But I just want to say, man, creative people, man, stay grinding, man, stay focused, and you got this. All right, you got this. So I'm gonna end the video here. Shout out to all the people who stayed down, who's watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. New video soon. Lousy Gamer 6 out.